Okay, so my camera stopped recording again, so yeah, it's been 30 minutes, so that's why my camera stops recording every 30 minutes. So yes, I was saying, it is not arrogance. It's not arrogance to say that you are happy about making somebody happy because of something you've given them. Okay? The purpose of the Lord blessing you is so that you can bless other people, and He loves it. He feels joy whenever you do that. And there's nothing wrong with you feeling joy over blessing somebody because you have obeyed the Lord. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. If the Lord Jesus is living in you, then you are going to feel the joy He is feeling over what you are doing for that person, right? Because it's your choice to either bless that person or to turn your back, right? And if we turn our backs on people, then it's going to really upset Him, right? Because He doesn't like it whenever people turn their backs on us whenever we have needed help. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with being happy. It's not arrogance, it's not pride. No, it only becomes pride when we start taking like the credit and saying, well, look at what I did, you know, and we don't mention the Lord's name, right? Because the only reason why that person is getting blessed is because the Lord has prompted myself and you to do something for that person. And we always mention the Lord because it is because of Him that we are doing what we are doing. And there's nothing wrong with saying that. Look what the Lord did for that person, right? I had nothing to do with it. You see, I was being disobedient when the Lord was telling me to give away those boots. I was being disobedient, and because I had taken a month and a half to obey what the Lord, finally obey what the Lord was saying, that other girl went without a pair of boots in the winter for a month and a half. That's arrogance. That is arrogance, and that was being selfish. Okay, I was being selfish, and I was not thinking in my mind, well, if the Lord is telling me to give away those boots, then perhaps somebody's really been needing them. I was not thinking that way. Like, in my heart, I wasn't being willfully selfish. No, I wasn't being willfully arrogant. But I was behaving arrogantly because I was disobeying the Lord. That is arrogance, guys. And that's not good. So, that's why it's important to obey the Lord when He says to. And once again, guys, I have a bad habit of arguing with Him, so I've got to practice not to argue with the Lord, because the first thing that should come to my mind is, well, if the Lord is telling me to do this, then it must be because He is wanting to bless somebody. That's the first thing that should come to my mind, but it doesn't, not right away. But I understand that now, so I have to practice that. So anyway, so do not feel like you are being arrogant, you know, for feeling happy about something that you're doing for somebody else. Because the Lord, He needs to be acknowledged and given the glory for what He does through us. Okay, it's all Him. It's all Him. He provides us with the things, whatever, to be able to bless another person, right? And so we have to give Him the glory. It's all because of Him. Right? So don't be like me and argue with the Lord, because you don't want another person to go without whatever you have that another person needs. Okay, and so okay, so the shower curtain and then the boots, and then oh, another thing, guys, when it comes to the disobedience about even when it comes to giving things away, guys, do you know that the Lord even controls how we give? Like, I've got these favorite chocolate cookies. Some of you guys know. There are these yummy double fudge cookies that I really love. And my friend Angela, who's watching, she knows which ones they are because I sent them to her. They're so good. So, the Lord knows that I love them so much, and whenever I go to the store to buy them, I always buy 2 packs, okay? And in these 2 packs come a lot of cookies. In each pack comes a lot of cookies, guys. And I always want to buy 3 packs. And then but the Lord doesn't want me to buy 3 packs because He sees that it's too much. So I'll give you an example of several examples of how, you know, the Lord, how I was disobedient, and then the Lord forced me to give up the 3rd package. So one day, by the way, I just bought those 2 packs of cookies. Oh, they're so good. I bought them last week when I went shopping. Okay, so one time when I went shopping, okay, so I was just on my way, and when I reached the parking space, some of you guys have seen me going shopping, so you guys know which parking space I'm talking about. So when I reached the parking space, the Lord already knew what I was thinking. I was thinking, I'm going to buy 3 packs of those chocolate cookies. And I heard God say this, you know I'm going to make you give away the 3rd pack if you get that 3rd one, right? And I just like smiled. I'm like, oh Father, I can't get anything past you. I cannot hide my thoughts from you. So then I continued on into the store, and I walked into the store, and then I went, shopping, and then I got to the cookie aisle, and then I grabbed 1 pack, put it in the buggy, grabbed another pack, put it in the buggy, or what was I carrying? A basket? I think I was holding a basket. Anyway, so then I grabbed another one, 3rd one, and I heard the Lord say, put it back. I said, no, Father, I really want it. Put it back. No, Father, I want the cookies. He says, I'm going to make you give it away. Put it back. I said, no, Father, I want it. So I grabbed the 3rd pack. Put it in the basket or the buggy, whatever I was having with me, And then I finished doing all the shopping, and I went to the counter over there, where you pay. So then I was paying for everything, right? And then when I was finished, I went home, I put everything away, and then I heard God say, give the 3rd pack away to so-and-so. And I was pouting. I'm like, no! The Lord's like, Nancy, give away the 3rd pack to so-and-so. It was a neighbor who used to live around the block from us. He said, give it away to so-and-so. And I'm like, Father, no, give it away to so-and-so. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll give it away. So this neighbor, he used to do a lot of odd jobs for us, like mowing the lawn and raking the leaves from the backyard, from the front yard, doing many things, around the property. And so he used to do that, and so I knew that he was going to come by. So the next time he would come by, I would give him the cookies. See, I'm crying again, guys. So then the next time the neighbor would come, I told him, hey, would you like these? I mean, I didn't say, would you like these cookies? I just presented them to them in a bag. And he said, oh yeah, thank you so much. So he took the cookies, and I was thinking to myself, well, Nancy, you didn't obey the Lord, and he made you give them away. And then there was another time when the Lord, I'm not agonizing over it anymore, guys. I'm just playing with you, and I think it's just funny. So then there was another time when I did the same thing. I went to the store, and instead of buying the 2 packs, I bought the 3, and I was just standing there in front of the cookies, just staring at them. I want 3 packs. And the Lord's telling me, Nancy, do not buy 3 packs because 3 packs is too much. I want you to buy 2. So then I started arguing again. I said, Father, I would like to buy 3, please. Can I just buy 3 just one time? And he said, I want you to buy 2. 3 is too many. And so then I still bought the 3. So I bought the 3, went home, and then I heard the Lord say, give the 3rd pack away to so-and-so. This time it was another neighbor who lived up the street from me. Right? So this one neighbor who did the odd jobs, he's no longer, he moved away, but he's, lived around that way. The other neighbor lives that way. So he said, give the 3rd pack to so-and-so, and I was so upset, and I said, okay, Father. So then one day on my way to church in the morning, I just dropped by their house, and I gave them the cookies, and then you guys, one time, when I went to buy these cookies again, I said to the Lord, I said, Father, I'm going to buy 2 packs for myself and I'm gonna buy 3 packs for so and so because she's got like 4 kids, you know, and you know, who doesn't love, everybody loves chocolate cookies. So then he said, I know you're gonna buy so and so 3 cookies, 3 packs, but they only need 2, so just give them 2 packs. And I said, but Father, I'm not gonna buy them. I'm not the one that's gonna be buying. I'm not buying the 3rd pack for myself. I'm buying it for my friend, and they're a big family. So why can't I? What's wrong with me buying them 3 packs? It doesn't make any sense, Father. And then Father said, I want you to buy them only 2 packs. And I said, but Father, he said, I want you to buy them 2 packs. And I said, okay. So, no, I didn't say okay. No, I didn't say okay. I disobeyed, and I bought the 3rd pack for my friend. So, I brought all the cookies home, left my 2 packs for myself. That was on the day when I was going to church, and I was going to give them the cookies. So then I went to, you know, I went home because I went to do shopping first, and then I went home, put everything away, and then I grabbed my friend's 3 packs of cookies, put them in a bag, and went to church. And I went, you know, got there, and then I walked up to my friend and I said, I bought you these cookies, and I know that, you know, that everybody's really going to like them. And she said, oh, thank you so much. So then, you know, I gave her the cookies, and at the end of the service, she had gone to the back where everybody in the lounge room, right, where everybody's hanging out, and then I saw her coming out, and she said, Nancy, I hope you don't mind, but I gave away the 3rd pack. And then I heard God say, I told you. So I felt really silly because I did not obey the Lord, and I thought I was going to get away with giving her, you know, what he was telling me not to do. The Lord was telling me, do not give the family 3 packs. And he was giving me the understanding that it's too much. No matter how many people are in that family, he was telling me, he was giving me the understanding it is still too much. Because guys, each pack of cookies carries 30, each pack carries more than 30 cookies. Yeah, they carry a lot more than 30 cookies, and the cookies are big, and they're double fudge. Okay, they're like really, there's like a massive attack of double fudge chocolate cookies, and it's a lot, right? So that's why the Lord doesn't want us to glutton ourselves. So, you know, so when my friend came out and she said this to me, that thank you, she had said thank you so much for the cookies, but you know what, Nancy, I just gave away the 3rd one to the church, meaning she had left the cookies in the lounge for, you know, for other people in the church to come and take and eat. And I was really upset. I was really upset because I didn't want other people in the church to eat from that. I wanted her to take them home for her family. I was very upset, guys. Really upset. I really didn't want that. But when the Lord God told me to do something and I willfully disobeyed, then he created a situation where my friend gave away the 3rd pack. And she took home the other 2 that the first 2, the other 2. So I was shocked. I'm like, wow. In my mind I was thinking, I really thought I was going to get away with this. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, how is the Lord going to get me to give away the 3rd pack if I'm giving away 3 packs to one person, to one family already? There you go, guys. He prompted her to give away the 3rd pack. So that's how the Lord works, even when we're giving away things to other people, right? When he says, even though you want to be over generous, right? There's nothing wrong with being over generous because that's how he is. But when he gives us a specific instruction to do something, no matter what we're giving away, we have to listen because there's always a reason. There's a reason because he doesn't want us to be gluttonous, right? Because I had a problem with these cookies in the very beginning where I was very gluttonous with these cookies. I would just go crazy with these cookies. You know, I was really going crazy for the cookies. And he didn't want me to, he was teaching me how not to be a glutton. Because gluttony is a sin. Okay, guys? It's a sin. And you don't have to be, you know, you don't have to, you guys can see that I'm really thin, right? There's a reason for why I'm thin. I will have the video for you, the link there. But just because you're thin does not mean that you still can't get sick from eating a lot of cookies, guys. You can get sick, you know. So that's why the Lord was wanting me to not be a glutton. And the thing is, I have been eating a lot of these cookies lately, and I have to cut down. Yeah, I've got to cut down. So, yeah. And there was another occasion with these cookies, and that's when I lost it. Well, what I mean is, yeah, I sort of lost it. One day the Lord, I had bought 2 packs of the cookies, went to the store, bought 2 packs, came back, and, I was just happy, eating my cookies. And at the point in time when I had 1 cookie left. I was sitting at my computer, just whatever I was doing, and eating the last cookie, and then when I had chewed away the last bit, gone down here, and landed in my stomach, the last cookie, the last cookie from the first pack. It was the last cookie from the first pack. Okay, when I had finished eating the last cookie from the first pack, I heard God say, "Give away your second pack." And I said, "What?" Guys, that's when I lost it. Well, I'm only kidding, right? But I'm just saying, when I say that's when I lost it, I mean, I was really, really upset. I'm like, what do you mean, Father? Why are you asking me to give away my second pack when I had only bought 2? I did exactly what you said this time. I only bought 2 packs. So then why are you wanting me to give away the second pack? Father God, if I give away my second pack, then I won't have a second pack to eat, to enjoy. And he said, just give away your second pack. Oh, you know what, guys? I was so upset. And I was just saying, no, I don't want to give it away. No. And I was so upset, guys. Can you guys, imagine you guys, if you guys have ever been, well, I'm sure you have been upset. Just imagine being upset over something that just something that happened that really, really upset you, really just spoiled your day. Like you just, you just can't believe it, and you just completely, you're just freaked out. You cannot believe it. Like, how can this happen to you? How can that happen to you? You just can't believe it. So that's how I was feeling that day. And then, for the rest of the day, I was very upset, really, really angry. And then I did not open the pack, okay, because I was going to listen to the Lord, but I was just really upset. So I went, that night I went to bed, and I was just, even when I was in bed going, I can't believe it, complaining, my cookies, and I can't believe it, I'm like, so, and then I fell asleep. I fell asleep like that, complaining. So then in the morning, when I woke up, the desire for the cookies was gone. And I said, Father, the desires for to keep the cookies is gone. I don't know what happened, Father, what happened? It's gone. And then I'm trying to remember what he said. I know what he said, but I'm trying to remember what happened after that. This happened about almost 3 years ago. So yeah, so I got up, to get my day started, and yeah, like I said, I was not upset anymore. The desire for the cookies went away. I said, Father, I'm not upset anymore, right? But yeah, that's what happened. Right after I started getting ready, I said, Father, I am not upset anymore. I don't even have a desire for the cookies anymore. And I said, but Lord, why did you want me to give away my cookies, my second pack, even though I had obeyed you to only buy 2 at the time? Why did you want me to give away the second pack? And then I heard the Lord God say, because so-and-so is a good girl. So after he said that, I was just wondering, I don't understand that. I mean, I know she's a good girl. I know she's a good person. Right? And then a few hours later, sometime in the afternoon, sometime after sometime late in the afternoon, maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I said, Father, I know so-and-so is a good girl. But what does that have to do with me giving her away my second pack of cookies? And he didn't answer me, right? Because then I understood that whatever reason he had me give away the cookies was between her and him, and his answer was good enough. She's a good girl. Maybe he was giving her some kind of confirmation about something, you know, about something related to her character and her attitude about something, you know, and maybe he was confirming, maybe he was rewarding her with the cookies as a confirmation. Yes, you did right by doing whatever. You understand? Maybe he was giving her a confirmation that through the cookies that she is doing right by him in her life, whether it's a specific situation or in her life as a whole. Perhaps he was giving her a confirmation that he is very pleased with her, you know. So yeah. And guys, on the day that I went to give her the cookies, I call it a confession, but I told her the story, and she was kind of giggling, and she said, "Oh, okay, thank you." So I just gave her the cookies, and guys, after that, like on that day when I woke up, for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, I did not have any more desire for the cookies, and I did not buy any more for a long time. They just went away. And I told my friend, you know, the girl, and she said, "Really, Nancy? You didn't have any more cravings for those cookies?" Not that she does. She's not like that, but I'm just saying she was surprised because she knows how much I love those cookies. And she's like, "Wow, that's a miracle." So, yeah. So, yeah, the Lord is amazing the way He works when it comes to telling us to be obedient about something, you know. And I just thought it was really funny because when it comes to giving cookies, not cookies, giving anything away to somebody else, like the part that I'm saying that surprises me is when the Lord, how the Lord will tell you, like when you want to give something away to somebody, and you want to give, and then the Lord will tell you, just cut back on a few, on what you're giving away. Just give them this amount, don't give them the entire amount. That shocked me. It shocked me because I didn't know that the Lord would give those kinds of instructions. Like I didn't know He was like that, where you want to give something away, and then He will tell you, yes, you have permission to give that away, but reduce the amount you're giving. I didn't know He was like that. And not that He's not a generous God, because He is. The reason why He tells you to reduce, there's always a reason for why He does things, right? And it's always for our benefit and for the benefit of the person who is receiving. So that's something that new about Him that I learned through that experience, you know, when I bought the 3 packs of cookies for the one friend. So now I know, guys, that whenever I'm going to buy those cookies for somebody, then I have to buy only 2 packs. And also, guys, you know, when I have, like, sometimes, like, once in a while, you know, I will go back to that store and I'll buy, like, you know, a few groceries for some people, you know, who need. And I'll come back to the house. You know, some of you guys have seen me carrying the buggy. Yeah, the buggy. The buggy when I'll go to the grocery store, right? So, yeah, I'll just carry that buggy to the store and fill it up with, you know, all kinds of good stuff for the people. And then I come back home, and then I will start dividing all the food amongst people. And guys, the Lord will tell me exactly how much to put in each bag for each person and each family. That's what He's like. He does that. He's always telling me, like, for example, if I'm putting some oranges in a bag, the Lord will tell me, okay, for so-and-so you must give 3. Okay, for so-and-so you must give 5. For so-and-so you must give 2. I don't question it. But sometimes I will say, "Oh, but Father, can I give just one more to this person?" And He's like, "No. The amount I gave you, the number I gave you to give is sufficient. Now do it." So I will always do what He says, right? And no matter what I'm giving away, like, you know, potatoes or grapes or bananas, onions, bulbs of garlic, you know, whatever they are, He'll always tell me to give away a specific amount of whatever those things are to the person or to the family. Now, to families, he always has me give more, right? Because it makes more sense to give more to the family. But if I would like to give more to the family, then he will say, no, that's enough. Okay, this family has received the exact amount I want them to receive. Now move on to the next. And I will do that. And he's just really amazing like that, guys. And also, here at home, you know, when I'm eating, and I am always, a lot of you guys, you guys use spices. Everybody uses spices, right? So when I'm eating, I'm in the kitchen and I'll take my food out, and then I will go to the rack, the cupboards where all the spices are, and I will take out like all these spices, and then the Lord will tell me specifically like the amount that he wants me to put in my food. I will take some of the spices are in jars. I think I'm gonna be a little bit more than an hour, but anyway, I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'll finish whenever I'm finished telling my story, when I'm done with everything that I need to say. So some of the spices are in jars, and some of them, are in little shaky things, right? The shaky things. So the ones that are in jars, open it up. I'll take a spoon. I'll put it in the jar, and I'll take out, some powder, and then the Lord will say, that's too much. Put some back. So then I'll start putting some back, and he says, okay, that's good. So then I'll put it in my food. And I'll do the same thing with the other jars. And then the same thing will happen with the shakers, right? So I will unscrew the lid, remove the lid, and then I will start pouring, and it's as though the Lord's hand has grabbed onto my hand, and he's controlling how much I'm putting in my food. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can feel him shaking outside, shaking as much spices as he wants to land on my plate as he wants. So whatever amount he wants of spices in my food is exactly what I get. So he's also controlling the way I eat like that, because he doesn't, guys, if we put too much of anything, we're going to get sick. We're going to get sick, right? So he's controlling the amount of food that I put for my benefit. And everything I put is doing me well, guys, because I never get sick. I never get sick, guys. In the winter, I don't get sick anymore. Now that I've been eating like turmeric and like a lot more spices than I used to, turmeric and sweet curry, paprika and basil and oregano. What else? Cumin. Like before, I never used to eat all those things together. Before it was only basil and oregano. But then my mother started buying this stuff, the other stuff, and then we got used to eating it all together. So then, ever since I started eating all that together in my food, and I put that in my food, all the meals throughout the day, I put all of that. And I never get sick. I don't get a cold. Well, actually, I had a really bad cold. When did I have a bad cold? Sometime last year. But that was the first time I had a bad cold in a long time. So, yeah. Anyway, but guys, for years and years, I have not been sick, except for that one time. So, it's good to put these things in your food, in soups, whatever you're eating, put it in there. And we eat a lot of garlic, really strong. Some people that I've known, I've cooked for them, and they say that the amount of garlic I put is way too much. That's just, I don't sense that that is a lot, because that's how I grew up. But for them, even 1 clove of garlic is excessive for them. So that I guess, they're not accustomed to that. But guys, garlic is good. Eat a lot. Yeah, so, yeah. So, let me think of, trying to think of something else about obedience. Another example. Okay guys, so my batteries died, and I don't have anything more to say. I've spoken for an hour and I think I've spoken a lot, so yeah. I don't want to go past an hour. I'm finished. My camera battery keeps going out. Okay, I'm done. Bye. Obey the Lord when He tells you to do something. Do it. Do it. Okay, bye.